Hello friends, welcome to Holistic Health Channel. Today's topic is role of conscious mind, subconscious mind and their powers. It is very important to understand the distinction between conscious mind and subconscious mind in order to tap the reservoir of infinite energy and power lying within us. For understanding the difference, we can take the analogy of an iceberg. In iceberg, 10% of the iceberg is visible above the water surface and 90% of the iceberg is invisible beneath the waterline. Similarly, conscious mind, which is known to us and is known as the master of five senses, is having 10% of the mind power, and 90% of the mind power is lying with the subconscious mind, which is lying hidden inside us, and in it are recorded all our actions and impressions, but which is latent. Similar to conscious and subconscious mind, human personality is also like an iceberg. 10% of our personality which we are aware of is visible to us, but 90% of our personality is lying within the domain of the subconscious, which is controlled by strong undercurrents. These undercurrents are the driving force of our personality and drive our action in a particular direction. As in the iceberg, the portion beneath the waterline decides in which direction iceberg is going to move. So now we should know what is conscious mind. Conscious mind is an incredible role of having a seat of reason, and it has the capacity to reason. It is known as the objective mind, mind of the five senses and mind of the self-consciousness. It allows the freedom to consciously choose your decisions and outcome rather than unconsciously. This is the role of conscious mind, which most of us are not using it properly. Researchers have proved that even 10% mind is not being used by majority of the people. People are using only 2% of their conscious mind. So we have to take conscious decision. And the most important role of the conscious mind is to act as the guardian of the subconscious mind. And as the guardian of the subconscious mind, it is the gatekeeper, and through conscious mind we can have access to the subconscious mind, and therefore through conscious mind we can have access to the 90% of the hidden portion of the mind also. And then we should know about subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is a powerful program that runs every aspect of our life. In it are recorded all our impressions, thoughts, actions. Everything is being recorded in the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is subjective in nature. It can't make difference between positive and negative, right and wrong, facts and fancies and fiction. And this is the defense mechanism of our body, because all the programs which are being run, systems which are being run in our body, such as nervous system, cardiovascular system, circulatory system, all these systems are within the domain of the subconscious mind. Therefore, it is called the homeostasis of the body, and it is very much required because it maintains the balance of the body. As it is doing traditionally, these programs are being run, So the subconscious mind is also having the tendency of orthodox tendency, and it is not going for the new ideas, and if conscious decision is not passed it on to it, then it will take conditioned responses, and we are prone to conditioned responses. So, but subconscious mind is a very important, because everything is being recorded in it. All habitual actions are performed through the subconscious mind. It doesn't reason, it doesn't take rest, and it works 24/7. It's very important, and it is like a memory chip. The entire memory is there. Whatever has happened to us is stored in it. It has the permanent memory, and it has huge capacity, unlimited capacity, and everything is being recorded in it. Therefore, to access the subconscious mind is very important, and how to access it, that we will come shortly. Most of the people's life, most of us life is being run in accordance with a set of already ingrained subconscious programs, which we have not consciously chosen in the first instance, because it is said that most of the programs are set by the age of 10. This is why it is said that children can be taught good habits, because they can easily learn the good habits. But it's not that these can't be changed. Now I will quote the Joseph Murphy, who explained in Power of Your Subconsciousness that as soon as thoughts are sent to subconscious mind, impressions are made in the brain cells, and as soon as the subconscious mind accepts any idea, it immediately proceeds to take action on it, and it works like a robot, and whatever decisions are conveyed to it by the conscious mind, it starts working on them. It draws immense power, energy and strength which is lying within us, and it lines all the laws to implement the decision. It is a storehouse of memory. So when the conscious mind sends the decision, it takes no stone unturned to implement it. But if no decision is conveyed by the conscious mind, it starts taking automatic decision, and it is on the basis of the data already furnished in it. It will act on the data and programs already furnished, and therefore we are most of the time prone to the conditioned responses, and we are working on an autopilot mode, and we are not taking conscious decisions. Therefore, it is very important to understand how we should work in a coordinated manner. But the good news is there. It's not that we will work according to the programs already installed, whether these are wrong programs or right programs. Good news is that we can change it, and programming can be changed. And how it can be changed? It can be changed through, if we understand the coordination, how both these minds are working. When a message is sent to the conscious mind sends it to the intellect, where the intellect analyzes it, judges it, refine it, and then take a decision on it. And after taking a decision on it, conscious mind sends it to the subconscious mind, and then subconscious mind acts accordingly to implement this decision. And as I earlier said, it works like a robot. It left no stone unturned, and it will do all its efforts to, it will create situations and circumstances to implement it. Whether a wrong decision has been conveyed, whether a negative decision has been conveyed, it will not see, because it has no reasoning power. It doesn't reason, as I already said. So it will start implementing it. If negative decision is passed on, it will start implementing the negative decision. And if no decision is conveyed to it, it will start working on an autopilot mode. Therefore, in order to see that both the minds are working effectively, what we should do? First of all, we should see that mind and intellect are working in coordination. As I said in my earlier video also, if mind and intellect are not working in coordination, then we are prone to vices and we are prone to addictions. This is the process, because the subconscious mind is also in a comfort zone. It doesn't easily accept the new ideas unless a specific decision is passed it to by conscious mind to it. Therefore, conscious mind in coordination with the intellect should take a positive decision as pass it on to subconscious mind. And secondly, if conscious mind observes that some of the programs which are fitted into the subconscious mind are not serving my purpose and they are negative programs, they should, conscious mind with awareness should try to delete those programs and install new programs. How it can be done? Not by repressing it. If we repress anything, it is likely to surface it again. It is only by negative things. As we say that if we have to stop anger, it's not that we have to repress anger. It is by a exactly counter of it, that we should go for peace. If we can't go against failures, we can't go against anger, but we can go towards success and we can go towards peace. And this is the reason that in meditation we repeat that I am in peaceful soul. Some people say that in meditation you are repeating the same thing daily. This is the reason, and as we say that these are the positive affirmations, and slowly our program, which wrong program was there, it is being replaced by a new program, and for this positive affirmations are required, and exactly opposite to that program positive affirmations are required, and then these will be registered in the subconscious mind, and sooner or later we will be able to replace the program, because subconscious mind sometimes provide a solution to your problem immediately, but sometimes it takes days, sometimes it takes weeks, and sometimes even the longer time also, but it gives results. It always gives results. So next to it, I will suggest that visualization, which in my previous video also I suggested that by visualization also we can create that situation, and because subconscious mind doesn't understand the difference between fact and fancy. So fact and fiction, fact and fancies, between positive and negative, it will work on whatever the decision is passed it on to it. Therefore, I was insisting again and again in my videos that we should never think negative, because if we are thinking negative, subconscious mind doesn't understand. If we are having fear, subconscious mind doesn't understand. So it will create those impressions and it will become your reality. So we should be always positive thinking. Now I will be concluding it, but before I conclude, I request all of those who have not subscribe to my channel and share it with others. And in the next video I will be dealing with the obstacles which are coming in the way to use our powers of both these minds and how to overcome these obstacles. Now I will conclude this by saying that mind has the power to control your destiny. It has to be prepared for real life circumstances. And how? By taking charge of your conscious mind and in coordination with intellect. Thanks for watching the video.